And hi everybody, this is Zach Rosen from The New Gay. I'm here at the Black Cat in Washington, D.C. with Jared Swilley from the Black Lips.
Hello.
And this is probably the least professional interview I ever hope to do. I'm long-arming a camera because my tripod broke, and I think there's a show going on next door. But, yes. But, okay, well, put the camera on me when I'm talking. We're here with Jared from the Black Lips. For one, this band has got a pretty good reputation for being, for having antics on stage, and for two, they just have a lot of fans. So Jared, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, Jared, thank you. The first thing I want to ask you guys about is your reputation for having a lot of kind of attention-grabbing antics when you're on stage, like making out and taking your junk out. How did this all start?
It started pretty early on, before we were even in a band. I met Cole in middle school, and they used to have matinee shows in the city, Atlanta. And we went there one time, and I saw this band, and there were these ladies, probably in their late 20s, early 30s, playing, and Cole got on stage and got naked with them, and that was the first time I saw him. So he was getting naked on stage with bands before us. And I guess it just, we always thought it was fun to do, so carried on.
And what kind of comfort does it take with a bandmate to actually be kind of naked and smooching with them all the time?
We know each other real well. We've known each other forever. They're like my brothers. So, me and Cole made out when we were in high school together, just to like make kids mad or try to impress girls and stuff like that. So it was kind of never really thought about it. It wasn't like a big deal.
Okay.
This one time me and Cole were at this party. I think I was like in 8th or 9th grade, and we were playing Spin the Bottle, and I landed on Cole, so I had to make out with him. And we had been drinking a lot, and we were pretty young, so we weren't very used to alcohol. And I threw up, right when I started kissing him, I threw up into his mouth, and he started throwing up. So it was like this chain reaction.
Okay, but none of you guys are actually gay. Just for fun?
No, we're not. None of us are gay.
Okay. Sorry to all the TNG readers out there. I think it's going to disappoint some people. And, but you know, I think something that is cool is with all the making out, but you know, that's fun, but also your sound reflects a lot of kind of the old punk sound, which is a deceptively gay genre. Like Lou Reed, for instance, was one of the gayest folks around. Like, is there any awareness of that on your end? Kind of the gayer side of punk? Or garage or anything?
Well, we're definitely into that whole flirtation. I mean, like that whole flirtation with just the toying with like sexuality and just how you present yourself and how you're perceived. So yeah, Transformer is a very homoerotic album. Oh,
it's probably the most homoerotic album, I would say.
We've always kind of like especially like started because we're from the South, and so it was like a lot worse. I think like being in a punk band and being gay kind of has like the same connotations when you're a teenager in the South. Like you're kind of like outsiders, and like all the kids in like our punk crew in high school, or all the gay kids in our school were like in our crew because we're kind of like jocks don't like it, and it's kind of provocative, and we kind of like, you know, you can identify with that, just being like, and we use that like in a punk rock way too, and we were like kissing each other at school, just to be provocative.
Yeah.
People get really upset about it, and just kind of use that to our advantage.
Since you said that word, how much your music is, or kind of your music or your look is based in provocation? Like, I think it would be remiss of a band like you not to try to provoke people, but I guess provocation, go. While you're at it.
Well, provocation is fun because it's fun to mess with people's values and to catch people off guard. Because it's really easy to offend people. Like people get really upset over stuff that I always think that's really funny or just trivial. So that's always just a fun thing to toy with people.
Yeah. And speaking of offense, it would also be remiss of me not to mention a letter that got published from you last year to WAVVES, to Nathan from WAVVES.
Yeah.
Dropping the F-bomb a lot, the faggot bomb.
Yeah, I did do that.
For one, I mean, we're not going to use that word again, right? In public discourse?
No. Okay. Well, the thing was, like, I got kind of like, when I got that call about that, it was the day after it happened, and I had been drinking at the airport all day, and gotten back to Atlanta, I was real agitated. And the way I threw it around using it is, well, me being drunk and really mad, and it's just not something I was like, not using the word as like in a sexual orientation. Just like it's just something that comes to you naturally. It's such part of like our nomenclature. Like just like when you're pissed at someone, or like if you don't like somebody, or it's like not like it. Kind of in my mind, maybe it's the wrong way to think about it. But in my mind, I wasn't using it like in a sexually derogatory kind of way. It was just more just like when I'm pissed off. That's like what is. It's like the same way if I say like bitch, or like call someone a bitch, like always like I gotta find somebody in my band, I'm like, stop being a bitch. It's not like I think they're like a mean girl or a rude girl. Like I'm just saying the word is taken up a different meaning. I think there was like a South Park episode that kind of like had that same kind of spin on it.
The trouble for somebody like me is, the draw of your band is that you guys are kind of irreverent and go out to offend people. So it's hard for me to turn around and get really pissed when you drop a word like that. As much as I hate everyone that says that word, it's almost like, well, I'm here because they're putting on this big punk show.
I fully realize why it's wrong, and in hindsight's 2020, and looking back on it, I shouldn't have taken any calls at when I was like out drinking heavily and really agitated. That was, and it's not a cool thing to say. And I understand why, but at the same time, I do understand like a lot of people do use it for what it's not intended to be.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's just something that just slips out. I wasn't even thinking about it. In no way have I ever like harbored any homophobic feelings.
Have you lost any gay fans for this? Do you know? Or have you had any kind of vocal denouncing?
Not really, but I'm sure it didn't sit well with a lot of people.
Okay. So could this be an official apology?
I'm sorry. Sorry, guys.
All right. That's most of my questions. I figure it goes without saying I like Jared's music a lot, but there's a million other places I can ask about music. We get to do the gay stuff here.
Oh, yeah.
Anything else you want to say to everybody?
Do whatever you want.
Okay. And because I won't get that many more chances to ask, can I make out with the black lip for the new gay?
Yes.
Okay, wait. Let's get both of us. Here we go. I think that got us. All right, well, thanks, everybody. Jared from the Black Lips.
Ciao.